Josh Duggar surprised everyone by introducing his new wife in front of everyone. But why did he leave his wife and his previous children? Today in the video basically we will tell you, so stay with us till the end of the video. But before that I want to know one more thing. Jinger Duggar reveals inspiration behind her new book, People Pleaser, reflects on struggles with self-worth. Jinger Duggar Vuolo is opening up about her battle with people-pleasing in her new book, People Pleaser, Breaking Free from Imaginary Expectations. In a recent episode of her podcast, The Jinger and Jeremy Show, co-hosted with her husband Jeremy Vuolo, Jinger candidly discussed how these tendencies shaped her life, starting in her teenage years. I realized I was a people-pleaser from the time I was a teen, Jinger, 30, shared during the Wednesday, September 25th, podcast episode. She admitted that her intense desire to gain approval from others led to unhealthy patterns, including struggles with body image and self-esteem. I was so concerned about what other people thought about me, which led me down a not-so-healthy path of not wanting to eat much because I was afraid of being too fat, she explained. Jinger, who rose to fame on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting, said her people-pleasing tendencies became more apparent when she married Jeremy in November 2016. Now a mother of two daughters, Felicity, 6, and Evangeline, 3, she acknowledges that people-pleasing has impacted her relationships and personal well-being. There's people-pleasing that shows up in everyone's life, every single day, she reflected, noting the growing pressure young people face due to social media. Young people are constantly comparing themselves to others, trying to create this perfect image. Jinger emphasized that isolating oneself isn't the solution. We need to be in a community, she explained. It's about realizing who we are meant to be in Christ and serving others from that place of understanding. Jeremy, 37, expressed his admiration for his wife's vulnerability in the book, which is available for pre-order ahead of its January 14th release. You deal with the issues so head-on. It's a really personal and powerful approach, he said during the podcast. In a promotional video for People Pleaser, Jinger described her people-pleasing as being driven by a fear of rejection, which caused her to remain silent in difficult situations. I didn't want to risk their wrath or face their anger, she admitted, reflecting on how these tendencies led her to be overly cautious in relationships and afraid of making mistakes. Despite the challenges, Jinger shared that she found freedom in her faith, which helped her overcome these struggles. There is freedom from the bondage of people-pleasing, she said, adding that she hopes her book will offer encouragement to others facing similar battles. I want people to know they are not alone, and that there's hope for a path forward. People Pleaser, Breaking Free from Imaginary Expectations will be available on January 14th, offering a heartfelt look into Jinger's journey of personal growth and healing. Jinger Duggar says, goodbye to Arkansas home after 5 years, finds buyer for $369,000 property. Jinger Duggar Forsyth has officially bid farewell to the Fayetteville, Arkansas, home where she and her family have lived for the past 5 years. The 26-year-old mother of 3 shared the emotional milestone on Instagram, announcing they had found a buyer for their $369,000 property just weeks after putting it on the market. In a sentimental post, Jinger shared the last family photo taken inside the empty house. Pictured alongside her husband, Austin Forsyth, and their 3 children, the family stood in the vacant kitchen, marking the end of an era. This is our last family picture in our home of almost 5 years, Jinger captioned the post. We're a sweaty mess after moving, but this picture starts a new adventure. We are so excited to see what the next few years hold. Jinger and Austin had moved into the home shortly after purchasing it in 2016. Over the years, they welcomed 2 of their 3 children there, daughter Evelyn and son Gunnar, and made countless memories. The reality star also posted a throwback photo from when they first moved in, standing on the front porch with their oldest son, Gideon. The family's time in the house comes to an end as they prepare for new beginnings. Jinger, who first gained fame as one of the 19 siblings featured on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting, has not disclosed the exact location of their next move. However, she did reveal in an Instagram story that they have temporarily relocated to a rental property. We have always dreamed of living on some land, having room for the kids to roam, having a farm, all of that, she explained. The next right step for us was to move, and so we ended up moving 2 weeks ago. While the family's plans remain under wraps, Joanna teased that she will be giving her followers a tour of their new place soon. "We are already settled in this house. The moving process went so well," she said, expressing gratitude for the new rental, which she called an answer to many prayers. The Forsyths' previous home, built in 1958, is described as brimming with charm and situated in a prime location. After purchasing the property, Joanna and Austin undertook a thoughtful remodel, combining modern updates with the home's original character. The 1,737-square-foot house sits on nearly an acre of land and features 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a bright open kitchen, and cozy living areas. The spacious porch, large windows, and wood floors made it a perfect backdrop for Joanna's many social media posts over the years. The couple's hard work paid off, as the home found a buyer in just a few weeks. Conveniently located near Kessler Mountain Regional Park, with easy access to trails and scenic views, the property also sits just a couple of miles from the University of Arkansas and local freeways. While Joanna and Austin begin their next chapter, Joanna continues to balance life in the public eye. Despite stepping back from her YouTube channel to focus on her growing family, she has remained connected with her fanbase, who eagerly await updates on her next adventure. Joanna is the 5th of 19 children born to Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, stars of the now-cancelled reality show 19 Kids and Counting. The popular TLC series ran for 7 years before it was cancelled in 2015 amid controversy surrounding her brother Josh Duggar, who was later convicted on child pornography charges. Now, as the Forsyths close this chapter of their lives, fans can expect to follow along as they embrace a new future full of family, land, and exciting possibilities. **** Jinger Duggar opens up about struggles with people-pleasing, insecurity, and healing in new book ****. Throughout her childhood, Jinger Duggar was often silenced, prohibited from expressing her true thoughts and emotions. Her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, fiercely guarded their family's privacy while simultaneously thrusting their children into the public eye through the TLC reality show 19 Kids and Counting. This created a confusing and disorienting environment for Jinger and her siblings, who were expected to smile for the cameras while keeping their family's darker secrets hidden. Now an adult, Jinger is reclaiming her voice. After publishing her first memoir, she is set to release her second book, People Pleaser: Breaking Free from the Burden of Imaginary Expectations, in January. In the lead-up to the book's release, Jinger has been sharing some of the most honest and revealing interviews of her career. In a recent conversation with People magazine, Jinger opened up about the insecurities and mental health struggles she faced as a child.